Hi, we don't have those animated logos with a digital Dolby background sound effect, so please bear with us. Anyway, coming to the point, for 2022 Sociology, we are coming up with an intensive guidance and answer writing program. Um, Talking about the details of the program, the notification for UPSC 2022 would be released on 2nd Feb 2022. You have around 4 months till the time notification is released. The idea is to continue the momentum in a sustained manner and try and complete major portion of your mains by the time you fill the form for 2022. This has been scientifically proven that the productivity and efficiency level is very difficult to sustain over a longer amount of time. In the beginning, many candidates have a higher productivity level and it dips gradually after they are in the same mode for 2 3 weeks. Then there is a steep decline in the productivity level, and those who are able to maintain this consistency and control this decline, so somewhere at this level, so they are the ones who have a higher likelihood of cracking any exam whatsoever, not just UPSC CSE. What this program is about, intensive guidance program. It is broken up into two modules, phase one and four phases. They are the two modules. So phase one will start from November till Feb, and phase 2 will start from November and it will end in September 2022. Your mains exam actually for 2022. We will talk about the details of both the phases. So this diagram especially, right, it depicts how control over land influences the structure of agrarian society. And the control over land has three aspects: land ownership, land control, and use of land. Can we also relate it to Karl Marx concept of infrastructure and superstructure, the economic base or the infrastructure which shapes the superstructure in terms of religion, polity, etc. So does this apply at the village level also? Paper 2 topics are considered a little offbeat as the sources are scattered. There is no one or two source which you can refer and again mastery over paper 2 sociology syllabus. That is why we have decided to come up with such innovative presentations, diagrams that simplifies your paper 2 preparation and helps you visualize the concept, which is extremely useful so as to retain and then replicate it in the examination hall. This syllabus topic, this diagram interlinks two syllabus topics of paper 2, that is land reforms and agrarian social structure. So these are specifically mentioned in your syllabus. And you know the strategy or approach for UPSC mains in general and sociology in particular is to establish that horizontal and vertical interlinkage among different concepts. Moving on, this is a sample snippet of how we evaluate the answer copies. We first try and highlight the keywords of the question. Then, what is the theme of this question? For example, this question, an act of deviance is simultaneously an act of conformity. So, what is the theme? So, suppose we take an act, Act 1. This act is an act of deviance, and also an act of conformity at the same time. How? That is what is the essence of this question. So we have explained the actual demand of this question diagrammatically, and then we move on to the evaluation. So it's not just highlighting some lines and then writing few review comments which are generic in nature. Not that way. We will make sure that you develop that insight to first gauge what is expected in a question and then address the actual demand of the question. Moving on to the features of this program. So it will include sociology test, one GS society test, one essay test. So all these combined cater to around 825 marks in your actual UPSC mains paper. Why we have included this combination? So sociology candidates have a good chance of scoring little extra mark in GS society, but at the same time they should be doubly cautious that sociological jargons, thinkers, terms, and all don't inadvertently spill over in their GS society answers because that can backfire. That is why, to see whether this is the case or not and how to further enhance the leverage of sociological knowledge in GS society test while maintaining the generic language of GS paper, we have incorporated this test. Essay test, you know very well, almost every year there is at least one essay topic on social issue. So, like in 2020, there was a question on patriarchy. So, most of the candidates have written how women are the victims of patriarchy. But as a smart sociology candidate, you should also be able to address how men can also be a victim of patriarchy. And can you also bring transgenders in this broad umbrella of patriarchy? So the idea is to open as much dimensions as possible so that it reflects your ability to diversify the thought and look at an issue from multiple perspectives. The program would be completely flexible. You can attempt the test anytime till the program is over because we do understand that every candidate is in a unique stage of preparation and not every candidate would be able to submit the test on a specific deadline. The first test is of basics of sociology. What does it mean? So the this topic is not mentioned especially in UPSC sociology syllabus, but it does play a vital role in almost every answer that you would write. For example, what is the difference between a social structure and social institution? What do you actually mean by social structure? So can we equate it to the four walls of a room that limit or constrain your movement in certain directions because you can't go haywire, right? So is that what something social structure tries to achieve in terms of the roles of an individual in society? So and things like that. So what is the difference between sociological theory and sociological perspective? So all these things we will cater to in the first test, basics of sociology. um, so coming to the next point, so we will also share the links to the related study material because we do understand that um, the ready to study materials are not available for many topics in sociology. Coming to the last point here, it is very important. So suppose x number of candidates appear in a particular test. So we will compile the good answers, good introductions, good conclusion, good presentation, everything of all the candidates who have attempted a test, and if for every test we will share this compilation on our dashboard so that it will act as multiple model answers for the questions of a particular test, not just one model answer. At the same time, it will help you learn from the strengths and weaknesses of your peers, so that you are able to optimize your preparation in a shorter amount of time, because you don't have enough attempts to commit all mistakes by yourself and then learn for them from them. So why not learn from your peers? um, so we will be evaluating, as of now, the one third of the answers. So for example, a test has 9 questions. We will evaluate 3 answers out of these 9. So again, after the first test, you can upgrade to 100% evaluation. That is, we will evaluate all um, questions that you attempt from any particular test, but this upgradation would be available after the first test, and it would be available for candidates who have already enrolled in the program. So and rest assured, we'll have a very discounted fee for this upgrade. um, so this is one flowchart of approach that we would be sharing in the program. So we will share all the flowcharts of approach for tricky questions. So because if not every candidate is equally comfortable in structuring an answer or developing the line of thought the moment they see a question. So to address this, we will share the flowcharts of approach. It will help you gauge what to write in an answer, how to progress from one section to another, and most importantly, what not to write in an answer, because this is one area which is especially important given the time and space constraint you have in the actual UPSC paper. So more details about the program, enrollment links, samples of answer copies of toppers, the flowcharts of approach, the detailed schedule, everything is given in the link given in the description. And if we have also mentioned our contact details, if you have any query whatsoever, feel free to get in touch with us via the contact details mentioned in the link given in the description. Thank you so much.